What up? Pod episode 8.
Fuck. We're on 8 episodes?
8.
Fuck.
I'm Zach.
I'm Sean.
I'm Rudy.
And you're listening to Bloodbath and Beyond. All links for everything are below. Hit us up on the Twitter. Download the episode. Do what you gotta do. I want to start giving out some advice. So, like, send us topics and stories, but also advice. Be like, I don't know how to do this. We probably don't either, but we'll make it funny and we'll make fun of you, so.
Word. Yeah, we can kind of be like those, like, old, relationship, like, hotline things that, like, you would talk about, like, stuff on the radio.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, yeah, just tell us all your stupid problems and we'll make fun of you for them.
Because I started listening to this podcast that these people that make another podcast I listen to make, and it's an advice show. And they do give out some advice. They also make fun of people, which is great too. It's nice and funny, and I want to do that shit. I want to give out good advice, bad advice, and make fun of you, so just tweet at us. It's the best way.
Yeah, send us topics.
You can email us. I usually forget to check the email. Nobody emails us anyway, but definitely tweet at us.
Yeah, how many, what's our, like, follower view, what's going on with that? Just as a marking for this, like, you know, so people, like, when we get, like, real big, people can, like, be like, wow.
We have some, not many. You gotta help us out here.
You gotta fucking help us out.
We're dire straits over here.
We can't even make a fucking Patreon yet because
I should have made this
nothing.
Should have made this in 2010 when podcasts just started coming out. Should have got ahead of the curve. But here we are.
In 2010, we were too busy stealing chicken farms.
We were too busy being like 14,
Yeah.
doing reckless shit. But here we are now making a podcast that's just gonna get lost in the mix. Who cares?
Yeah, I mean, I was listening to a podcast yesterday, and they were talking about how, like, yeah, this is what we do now. Like, we just, it's your favorite band sucks, and it's just like, yeah, no, I've just got to shit on bands for the rest of my life now. That's all people want to hear from me.
Just shit on them.
And so it's like, you know, now all that we can do is, eventually this is going to take off, and then all I'm going to do is talk about pizza with people or something. I don't know.
I can't wait to sell out. I can't wait till this blows up so then I can branch off, go solo, and do my dream podcast of just watching Lost and having you guys watch Lost, but with no audio, and I will just commentate the entire thing. Dialogue, sound effects, everything. You have to mute it, and I'm just gonna I will let you know. Trust me, I've seen Lost all the way through 7 times. I'm fucking ready to go. Bam. Dream pod right there.
311 was an inside job.
Yeah, so I'll fucking do it. Just you watch. But yeah, if we run out of shit on this one, maybe we can give each other some advice. But I think we got a lot of topics.
Yeah.
Had a whole week off to come up with more, and I actually wrote down some this time. So it's fucking crazy.
Oh, I think somebody bought me a ticket to see 311 one time, and I just said, I'm not going.
I think Matt saw them.
Oh,
Matt
yeah.
did see them
once, yeah. And this is another thing. I'm thinking, like, how do you make podcasts more suspenseful and, like, make people come back? And you gotta make it dramatic. Like, one of us in this room is gonna be dead by the next episode. And I mean, we recorded the pre-pod with Matt, but he had to go home because he's a little baby and has to sleep.
Has
work.
a real job.
So
that's our cover.
So,
he's dead.
Yeah, Matt's dead.
Yeah, R.I.P.
Like, he was on the pre-pod, between the pre-pod and this. He fell on the stairs. We threw pizza at him.
He's trying to revive him.
That was from Matt's vinyl that he got.
Oh, okay.
Just leave it here.
Okay.
He'll grab it next time.
Sweet.
I'm grabbing Shane's big toe.
Oh, yeah. Hand job style.
On that note, we ate the Cali chicken bacon ranch. How did y'all feel about that?
On a scale of 1 to 311, it was like a solid 6.
Wait, is it called or is it just Cali chicken bacon? Was there even ranch on it? Should we have put ranch on it?
I don't know.
We probably should have.
Yeah.
Either way,
I mean, I'm not a huge fan of ranch anyway,
honestly,
so I was fine.
either way, it was still really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, we ate it pretty quick.
Probably the best one so far. That's the one I said that I would be if I was a Domino's pizza.
Yeah, no, that was definitely the best pizza
It's-
that we've had.
Big yummy. It's a big yummy pie.
Yeah.
I think I got some surprise ham on mine too. Like I think.
Like I said,
it's
like-
supposed to be ham.
Surprise
They
ham
just
is
grab
the
it out of the
greatest thing.
pig bucket. It's just full of bacon and ham. Hot, like little cut up hot dogs. Why isn't that a pizza option for Domino's? Cut up hot dogs.
Yeah. Like the Dust Bowl.
I want to go to like a 5-star restaurant. Just order a hot dog casserole.
Try the Nick hot
Can you-
dog.
Can you give me a steak shaped hot dog?
Bologna is just hot dogs for people who like pancakes.
Bologna is gross. It's just a whole bunch of mystery meat.
That's true.
I mean,
Bologna is also really bad for you.
hot dogs are just pig, but it's just mystery parts. You don't know what it is.
It's all grounded
Yeah.
up, so you just don't even know.
Hot dogs are made from broken dreams and
Sadness.
Yeah.
Fuck.
But
recycled needles.
yeah, good pizza. When we make the final review, that'll probably be at the top. So
Yeah, definitely top 3.
Mm-hmm.
We should record the pod one day in like a nice pizzeria and disturb a lot of people, but eat like really good pizza too.
Yeah.
I actually have a friend from high school who I also worked with for a while, who I don't even know if I don't think he has a job in his field, but he does make pizza reviews on Instagram now. He does Pizza Fridays, so shout out to Pizza Magnat. He just every Friday he just goes to a different pizzeria somewhere and just like eats it, rates it. It's real funny to just watch him eat, and if it's bad, he'll just throw it into traffic or something. Who knows?
Fuck yeah. Like, I don't know. I love when
Yeah.
people like stick with a gimmick.
Yeah, I had a friend who on his Instagram only like took pictures of water he drank. And he was like, "This is some good water. Stay hydrated." Like water bottle, glass of water, water fountain, just in the ocean. Who knows? This is just all water.
I remember that. Yeah.
I'll make a Twitter. I'll make a Twitter page where I only make left turns the rest of my life.
That's good. I mean, Lucas tried to watch Shark Tale every day for a whole year.
Oh, that's right. I think he made it like 200.
He made it too far.
How many days?
Well over 200 days.
Damn.
And when I say he was committed, I mean like we would be working.
Yeah, he would watch that
Yeah,
at like
like-
shows and stuff.
He'd have his MacBook on a bar stool next to the stage with Shark
I
Tale
can
on.
picture him like in a movie theater watching a movie, but also like with his laptop, like watching it so he could just get it done.
Yeah, he was really committed.
Yeah,
Did he find like secret like things in there? Like we should have him on the pod one day just to talk about
Yeah.
that.
I would love that
he-
Lucas
he-
on the pod.
He would love that.
Let's do it one of these days. Maybe next week. Who
I think
knows?
he would both love and hate that.
Just talk about this experience. If it's
Yeah.
been too soon, if it's too soon,
We'll
I
get
understand.
Lucas to talk about that.
Oh, yeah, that'd be great. Let's get him real fucked up too.
So let's talk about what we've done in the last 2 weeks. So
Oh shit.
this past weekend, I went whitewater rafting.
Oh yeah, I saw those pictures. Looks like fun.
Yeah. So it's a lot of fun. I mean, I've done it before, but it's been a long ass time. But I went with some friends I used to work with, some I still work with. One of my friends, like family and family friends, we all went. It was a good old time. It was a lot of fun. Some funny shit happened. I think we did like a kind of harder difficulty one. I mean, whitewater is ranked, I guess, in a similar way to earthquakes and tornadoes. Like, there's like levels. I think it goes
Right.
like 1 to 5. And I think our shit like only went up to 3. And the threes are like, they're rough, but not unmanageable. And the way it goes is like, there's like you're going down the river and there's like 3 kind of instructor people that are in kayaks to like help out with whatever and say which way to go. Be like, don't hit that rock, go left here, or like get to the side because people need to catch up. And there's probably like 15 to 20 like rafts full of like people, like 5 to 7 people that they have to kind of account for.
Damn.
And I think it usually goes a lot more smoothly than it went this time because there was a lot of shit that happened the whole time that probably like pushed us back a lot. Like there's a spot you're supposed to pull off to like eat lunch or whatever, and we were way behind, so we had to pull off at an unideal spot, probably the worst spot to pull off because there were just rocks and shit everywhere.
Damn.
Nowhere really to like sit down, so it just sucked. And then like we kept going further, and there was all these nice little beaches and stuff, and we're like, I would have loved to just kind of sit down and eat lunch there and not have to stand on rocks. But no, a lot of shit happened. Our crew was kind of like troublemakers of it too, because like the family friends, the family like they all brought these water guns and shit, the ones like you put in the water to pump up.
Right.
So like because we were split into 2 rafts. It was like me and all my friends, and then like the family and family friends and others, so we would just fucking shoot water at each other. And like you have like a bail bucket to get the water out of the raft, so we would like be filling that up and tossing it at each other. Like we actually took extra buckets so we could do that. And like one of my friends like filled it up once and tossed it, and he lost the bucket. And just all this shit. And then we started getting like people in other rafts to have water fights with us. So the whole way everyone's just like splashing and shooting each other, just getting each other soaked. It was great.
Did the raft herders like get sad at you?
No,
about that?
they don't really care. They just don't want you to like splash with the paddles.
Right.
They don't
right.
give a shit if you're like shooting like water guns or throwing buckets of water at each other. They're pretty chill actually.
Nice.
It's a fun crowd, but usually people don't like flip over, but at least like 3 rafts flipped over.
Damn.
This time. Like we didn't, but like other people did. Like at least 3 times it happened, and like people would be getting stuck on rocks, which is a little more common when you get stuck on a rock and you have to like bounce yourself off and shit.
Right.
But that happened to a lot of people. We never got stuck. My boat was even though we were troublemakers and we definitely like messed up on things, we never actually got stuck or fell off. People also fall out too, but none of us fell out.
Nice.
But I did see other people falling out and shit. And it's also funny too, we definitely fucked up a lot when everyone's supposed to pull over to the side for people to catch up. Like there was this one point where everyone had to pull off before like a section of rapids, but then like everyone's trying to grab trees and shit and grab onto other boats, but like when the rafts are bumping into each other, you just keep going down the river.
Right.
So at one point, this was like hilarious. It was like we were in a fucking movie because everyone's trying to grab onto the trees, but all the rafts are hitting each other, and then people start like floating on down into the rapids, and we're trying to grab them. And they're just like, no, like, where are the guides? And everyone's just like, hold on! Grab onto this log! And like, trying to grab the other people's rafts. They're like, no! Like, you're going down a fucking waterfall and you're gonna die. And we made it extra dramatic. Like, even on little bumps, like, we just screamed as loud as we could just to be overly dramatic and shit. Like, there's like a little splash and you're like, oh god!
Oh god!
Fuck!
We're gonna die.
But,
taking out water.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah. If I can think of any other funny parts, I'll say it. But that was it. Just it was fun. Very rough.
Good fucking time.
Good adrenaline shit.
I guess the company that puts on these things, when they have all that that many rafts out at one time, I guess they're like, oh, if like only like 2 people die, it's a good day.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, there were some accidents, but like nobody died or shit. Everyone was aight. I was really fucking sore after it. I mean, everyone's sore.
Right. A lot of exercise.
Yeah,
there.
like my arm hurt so bad from like paddling. It literally felt like just a year's worth of jerks hit me all at once. My arm hurt so bad I'd like take painkillers and like go to sleep. But then when I woke up, I was fine. What did hurt more was my fucking ass. Because like it was like a 2-hour drive to where we were going, so sitting in the car both ways and then sitting on the raft, and when you're on the raft you're kind of like clenching because you don't want to fall out,
right?
So I think it's feeling better now. That was a few days ago,
Squeeze some butt cheeks together real tight.
Yeah, for like a day or 2 after that I was just like, oh, my fucking ass. But it's fun. I recommend it. We should all go sometime.
I would love to.
I'm heck it down.
Yeah, let's fucking do it. Go down some water, just jump out.
Were there sharks?
No, did not see any ocean animals.
In the river?
No ocean bears.
No
Yeah,
ocean
bummer.
animals. No water animals.
No.
That's probably for the best.
No
but
wetties.
No water deer.
Yeah, no oceans in the rivers.
Good. That's probably for the
the
best.
last time I went like I didn't see them, but there were eel traps. Like they'd be like, go this way, don't go that way because there's eel traps and you'll get stuck in them. And I was like, oh, okay, I don't want to get stuck in the eel trap, so cool. But yeah, do that shit. And moving on to friends. And like the trip also made me think of that, like kind of different friend groups you have.
Mm-hmm.
Like you have like you have like a group of friends in high school and like adult life and other adult life. I say like when you're in high school, you're like surrounded by people, so you always have like a big crew, and then like in college, kind of similar, and then just slowly dissipates until you're in your like 40s, and basically it's just you and your spouse and another couple, and those are your only friends.
It's just like that one pile of dirt in your backyard.
Yeah. Because I was thinking about that. I mean, like, we got our thick hot boys right now in our mid-20s. But then, like, like my friend's parents and her family friends, like, it was just two pairs of parents. And I was like, yeah, my parents have another couple that they do all their trips and hangouts on. So is that what I have to look forward to? Like, when you're older, you just get married and you just hang out with your spouse and just another couple.
Well,
that's all you got.
Luckily, none of us are going to get married.
Probably not.
Maybe Shane. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm planning on that. I'm also gonna have some, like at least like one baby, but like was probably just like a singular, baby.
Yeah.
But like later, I can wait like 10 years.
Okay.
But that's all you have. That's all you have to look forward to. Your friend groups just get smaller and smaller as you get older. Or not. Like join a band, get groupies.
Yeah.
Or you can just like
keep podcasting.
Re-enroll in high school when you turn 30.
Yeah, that's kind of along the lines of my thought. Like when you're, if you're 45, just go to high school. Just go hang out there.
Yeah, do some Billy Madison shit. But just think about it. Just think about your parents and how they only hang out with one couple. Or something like that.
Maybe
are you
having orgies?
Ooh, yeah.
Maybe.
I was planning on starting a cult, so...
A cult of swingers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah. We're all going to fuck each other. If I have a cult, it's going to be the cool kind of cult.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, the next time you see your mom, just know she's fucking other moms.
Could be. What do you think they do at those wine and paint nights? They fuck.
They fuck.
They all drink 1 to 2 bottles each. They paint like a log cabin or a sunset, and then they bang.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what do you think they're doing there? Talking about the weather? No, they're fucking shoving their feet in
Instead
their,
of
like
asses. Wine and paint, y'all want to do like absinthe and breakdance?
Fuck yeah.
Or like ketamine and gymnastics.
I'm down with the absinthe.
I need a mid-20s wine and paint like equivalent.
Coke and Minecraft.
Which I guess is just it's just going to the bar.
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna say. How about shrooms and Pokemon?
Oh. I'm down for both of your options. Let's combine them. Coke, shrooms, Minecraft, Pokemon.
Oh, that sounds.
I'll grow some extra arms.
Yeah.
So I can do all these things at once.
Pokemon Go. Just like
I can't wait to fuck a Pikachu.
do some crazy shit. I'll just be like the Skids in Letterkenny. Just do mad drugs, do video games. That's another thing the trip made me think about is like different types of drivers in all the states. So we're New Yorkers, so we're obviously the best drivers.
Oh yeah.
That's just a fact. We're the best.
We have to deal with so much shit here.
We're the best and also the angriest, probably.
That's why we're the best. We've got a lot of social pressure.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's
and
anger.
We shit on Jersey drivers the most because they're the worst.
Yep.
If you're from Jersey, do better.
Get your shit together.
Or just move.
Yeah, just move.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Or just like take off your license plate so I can't make fun of you.
Yeah.
But like you guys are so bad. You don't have left turns because you're incapable of them.
Yeah.
You just do those shitty like butterfly turns or whatever they're called.
Jug handle.
I don't know.
Juggalo turns.
Yeah, like whenever I'm driving in Jersey to like go to shit or whatever, it's just the worst because the road system is just so weird because of the weird things like not having left turns, and I hate it.
You have to go right to go left.
Getting on and off the highway is always so weird too, because all that shit is just fucked up. Also, Jersey is just one big road, so
yeah,
that too. That's not my main point. I realized the definition of Pennsylvania drivers. They're just slow. They're just slow as shit. They don't have anything going on, good or bad, so they just drive exactly the speed limit. We kept getting stuck behind people. You know how annoying it is to be behind someone that's going the speed limit or 5 below?
Yeah.
It's just the worst. There's just no pressure in Pennsylvania, so they're just regular drivers.
Yeah, they don't give a shit about being on time to things.
The good, the bad, and the slow.
Or maybe they just give themselves enough time to get to things. It's here, we got so many things going on that, we forget about things sometimes and we just gotta rush to them.
Yeah, the drivers in Massachusetts might actually be worse than New Jersey.
Yeah, I haven't been to Massachusetts in a minute, so I can't really say anything, but just from the part of Pennsylvania we were in, because this is where we were whitewater rafting, we drove through a lot of I don't even know, hickish stuff. I didn't realize there was that much hick stuff in Pennsylvania, but the drivers just go faster. I'm from New York. We're so fast here. We're so fast.
So fast.
It's all the cocaine. We're so quick. We're the quickest.
So quick.
If you're a New Jersey driver, it doesn't necessarily automatically make you a bad driver, but it just makes you a bad person.
Yeah.
If you're a New Jersey driver, fuck you.
Also, to be fair, if we go to be fair, if we go north, if we go north of here, or even certain places south of here, there's just literal hick shit everywhere in outside of the city.
Oh yeah.
It's pretty rural.
All right, so we're gonna start driving to all the states, and we'll just make assessments on the driving. So I don't know, if you're from a different state, let us know what the driving's like, and we'll make fun of you, because it's not New York.
Yeah.
Rip. Moving on to. All right. So I wanna talk about the difference between nerds, geeks, dorks, and dweebs.
Ooh.
Because we were also talking about this in the car, but I was kind of sleeping, so I didn't really get to chip in. So from my understanding, or the way I see it, nerds are probably the coolest. Not that, because I feel like nerds, we're kind of like nerds. You're into video games and just nerdy shit, shows and games and stuff. And it doesn't necessarily make you uncool. I mean, it probably does, but we're more, we're in society. We can mingle.
It kind of just means that you're really about something, and you got everybody's kind of really about something, know, unless you just don't care. I don't know, but yeah,
it's you're about shit that, and, you don't go to the gym, and you don't have a white collar. I don't even know. You don't have just nothing physical. There's nothing physical about you.
Right.
You
yeah.
just
about...
you could be any type of nerd. You could be a book nerd, a show nerd, a video game nerd, a music nerd. You just know a lot about something, a lot of passion there. That's just the way I see it.
You're real nerded out about stuff.
Rudy is a garbage nerd.
Yeah, actually.
Yeah.
Fair.
I'm definitely a fucking nerd for shows and anime and music and video games and stuff like that. That's just what it is. And then there's geeks. I feel like geeks are more they're tech nerds. Just look at fucking Best Buy. You got the Geek Squad.
Right.
It's people that, more into computers, building them, and technology, and it's not a bad thing. It means you can work at Best Buy. You can come fix my fridge or something. You can unplug the router and plug it back in 10 seconds.
Hello, is this Best Buy? I got my dick stuck in the fridge!
My computer broke. This was the worst buy. The worst. There's nothing best about it.
It's definitely being a geek. It starts the descending into you could be a geek who's just pretty techie and you are functioning in society. You're you still have friends. You still can do things other than being online. But like, there's definitely geeks that are like, literally like,
carrying more hot pockets.
Yeah. But like, I think geeks can also kind of fit into society. Like nerds and geeks are more, like not the most, but they're more sociable than my next thing, which is dorks. And you don't want to be a dork. Dorks are a bad one. Dorks are like nerdy, geeky people, but they're like shut-ins, or they're just like, I'm trying to think. They just don't know how to like talk to people, and they're kind of like the rage nerds, like the ones that just get really like offended easily, or not. I don't even know if offended is the right word, but
they take everything a little bit too seriously.
Yeah. Like don't touch my magic cards. You're gonna bend the corners. Like no, like that card can't do that. Like you can't have 4 blue eyes in your deck.
People like fun sucking,
Yeah, like they're so like obsessive about the rules and the mechanics of their nerd shit that they just become dicks.
Yeah.
Like, more hot pockets, mom.
I do really like the term dork as a term of endearment, though. Like, when you're sweet on somebody and call them a dork, like, as a term of endearment, it is kind of a little. I do like that, but
yeah, just like think of nerds, right. Like they're definitely the cool ones. They're definitely the cool ones that'll be like, yeah, watch this sick fucking anime and all this shit, and then they're like the dorky ones that are like, I really didn't like this character setup and how they did that, and you can't do that in real life. That's how I think of dorks. And
people who were like going over everything that happened in Star Wars and being like, actually that's not canon. This is the worst.
Look at the Wikipedia, asshole. Shit like that. So, nerds and geeks good, dork bad. Dweeb. I'm kind of at a loss for dweeb.
I feel like dweeb. Is just nothing more than a derogatory term.
Yeah, I feel like dweeb is another kind of bad one. Like you don't want to be a dweeb.
No.
I feel like dweeb is like a dork that isn't really into like nerdy stuff. Mm-hmm. Like they're just a fucking loser. Like they look like a dork, but they're not even like into anything. They're not even smart enough to.
Right. There's nothing actually to even make fun of exactly. Yeah. It's just they
just like sit in like a wicker chair and just pick their nose or something. I don't know.
Oh, okay, yeah. Dweebs are the ones who were born through the. They were born through the anus. Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah. Maybe. Yeah, I feel like dweebs are just like nothing about them, but they look like they're fucking dorks. Right. But then they just don't really have anything going on, like at all. Like at least dorks have some substance. Like they're passionate about stuff to be really angry and obsessive about it. And dweebs are just like, just blowing snot rockets, snot bubbles, like picking their nose and eating it. I don't know, just shit like that. So yeah, I think that about sums that up.
Okay.
Let us know which one you are. I'm definitely a nerd.
If you're a dweeb that listens to this podcast, just don't tell anyone. Like, I'm not going to tell you what to do.
If you're, like, blowing bubbles with your nose right now, you should rethink things.
Get your life together.
Yo, if you're a dweeb, ICE is going to deport you.
If you,
fuck.
If you curse someone out for touching your Tamagotchi, you might need some help.
Yeah, that's real.
And similar vein, what do you think the difference between a dingus and a doofus is?
Dingus and a doofus.
Because I call
this one's over my head. I don't know.
I call people both a lot. I'm like, you're a fucking doofus. I'm like, stop doing that, dingus.
I feel like doofus is kind of like almost the more lighthearted thing. Even though dingus is definitely the more funny term to call somebody.
I think dingus is way more phallic than doofus.
I think calling someone a dingus is like calling them a shitter. Calling someone a doofus is just like calling them an idiot.
Right.
But for me, they're just interchangeable, and those are just my... Yeah. That's just what I've been calling people for a while. Those are high up there in my vocabulary. So, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Dingusy.
Like, if I call you a dingus or a doofus, to me it just means the same.
Yeah.
You can go into it, but I don't really know how to go into it. They're about the same. Just depends on how you're feeling.
Yeah, like I feel like everybody uses nerd, like fucking geek, all the things that we were just talking about, like interchangeably, but like there are distinctions.
Yeah.
I think with dingus and doofus, like it's like almost like it's like close enough that like the distinction doesn't even really.
And I use all of these.
Yeah.
Like I call people nerd, geek, dweeb, dork, doofus, dingus all the time. That's mainly what I call people. I don't know anyone's names. I just call them shit. That's actually a real problem I have. I cannot remember people's names for the life of me.
Yeah.
Like, I think I'm really bad at paying attention, especially with names. Like people be like, "Oh, hi," blah, 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 and I'm just like, "Oh yeah." I'll listen, but I won't hear it, or I'll hear it and I won't listen, and then I'm just like, "Fuck, what was their name?" So I don't really call people by their names a lot because I don't remember them.
Yeah.
I'll just be like, "Oh, like, hey, come here. Like, can you do this?" Or like, "Hey, bud. Hey, dude."
And then like
what's up?
I get self-conscious when I do that too. Like I'm like, do they know I'm not using their name on purpose?
Yeah.
Because they like know I didn't.
Yeah, like there are people who have worked at my store for a really long time, and I still don't know their names.
Yeah.
Or I'm not sure if I know their name. Like, there's somebody that works in my store. I don't know if their name is Mary or Marie, so I kind of call them both. Or I kind of make a combination. I'll be like, "Hey, Mary." Like every time. It's the same with like there was somebody that I didn't know if it was Jeanette or Janet, so I'd be like, "Hey, Jeanette," but I think I learned that it's Jeanette. But yeah, I'm really bad at remembering people's names. It just sucks.
I'll go back to dorks real quick. I feel like dorks are the ones who start like slap fights over Hunger Games. Like they punch their stepdad right in the dick over Hunger Games.
Like the movie.
Yeah, dorks definitely rage more.
Yeah. Oh
like,
yeah.
They'll like flip a table because they lost Settlers of Catan.
Whoa! This is a legendary stack of movies right here. We got Lion King. We got Dogtown and the Z Boys. We got Hot Tub Time Machine. We got No Effects Backstage Passport. Love that shit. Still Waiting and Waiting. Oh, I should have said Waiting first.
Wait is good. Still Waiting. Not as good.
Yeah.
That's fucking gnarly.
How's a Time Machine? Really good. Have you guys seen the second one?
No.
The second one?
I don't think I have.
What?
I think
the second one is really good, actually. I wasn't expecting much, but it's a great sequel.
Nice.
I haven't seen Lion King in a long ass time.
Yeah, it's been a minute for me too.
But
What if that's the unrated version with the porno at the end?
oh yeah, yeah. Just full hard on Mufasa.
Yeah. Simba grows up to have a big schlong.
What are we talking about?
We were talking about dinguses and doofuses, and I think we went off on a tangent.
Yeah, I can't remember what the tangent was about.
Oh, names and shit.
Oh yeah,
like,
I just can't remember names.
Yeah.
That's just my big thing. Things just go over my head a lot, and there's too many people. I know way too many people. I get so confused when people like follow me on shit because I have to figure out like who they are, if I actually know them or not.
Same.
So like I never know like if I should follow people back or not. Like, are you just gonna unfollow me in a day? I have no idea how to keep track. Cause so many people don't have like their names and shit, or they'll just change their username all the time. So I don't know who the fuck you are. I try to keep my shit kind of the same so people know who I am. I don't really use my name. I just go with my pseudonyms.
Yeah, I try and keep it something like Rudy-ish or like Taco-y.
It's just hard in this day and age because I don't see a lot of these people in real life. I just see them on the internet.
Right.
So shit's rough.
Yeah, I should probably purge a bunch of people I've been following since 8th grade. Who might be
Probably.
I gotta do a good Facebook purge. Like, fuck Facebook to begin with.
I gotta do a purge on everything. But speaking of names, let's go to the Kevins. This is a quick one. So I had an apartment in college. I lived with 4 roommates, so there's 5 of us. Then there was a separate basement apartment below us, and 3 people named Kevin lived there. I can't make this up. All 3 of them named Kevin.
Wow, that's overwhelming.
And they were on the croquet. They were in the croquet club. So that apartment was the croquet club headquarters. and they were all named Kevin.
Wait, all the Kevins were in the same croquet club?
Yeah, that's
Holy
that was the
shit.
headquarters down
Croquet
there.
Kevin Club.
The
That's
Croquet Kevin Club.
Overwhelming.
Mm-hmm.
You sure they weren't like in the KKK and just like had to be like, yeah, we're the Croquet Kevins.
And it's
There's
funny-
3 Kevins.
It's funny too because I had a friend named Kevin that was supposed to live with us in that apartment, like our apartment.
yeah.
So there would have been 4 Kevins in that apartment. I mean, he hung out with us like every day and was in that place. So there's always just mad Kevins. And the apartments were separated. Like we could open the basement door and go down there and be like, hey. Like sometimes my roommate would get naked and just go down there to crash their parties. But yeah, fucking just imagine that. It was really easy to remember their names though. I did not forget their names.
Nice,
Their
yeah.
names were Kevin.
All of them were Kevins.
We didn't even like distinguish it like Kevin 1, Fat Kevin. They're just Kevins. It's easy.
Yeah.
Fucking good old KKK in my basement.
I don't think I ever met any of them, but like I
honestly,
just assumed that they were all the same person. Like,
Yeah.
but there was 3 of them.
I would
like, yeah.
I would see them like coming and going to classes, but I can't picture what they look like to this day.
Damn.
So we were like that close.
Yeah.
They were just like, oh hey, like you live in my basement. Going back up to DR, Dominican Republic. I learned if you're going on vacation, don't go to the Dominican Republic because they kill tourists.
Honestly, good, but like also good to know.
Like
Yeah.
suspiciously. Like, and this is a real thing too, because I was talking to like my friends, family and family friends, and one of them like knows a lot about this shit. Cause we were talking about vacations and stuff, and he's like, yeah, like you don't want to go to the DR in the past. I think it's something around like 20 to 30 people go missing every year that like vacation down there. Like they'll just get kidnapped from their hotel or some shit.
Damn.
And like nobody knows what happens because obviously they're missing, but fucking like body trafficking. Could be human trafficking, but I think it's more like body trafficking, like
Right.
killing them for their parts and stuff, doing some underground shit. And
Yeah.
then they just, probably like ground up the bodies and get rid of it so there's no body to find.
Mhm.
But
to be fair, there are probably
fair.
To be fair, there's probably like, I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if like you look at tourist statistics and there's like over 1 million people that
yeah,
like,
I mean,
go
people
there,
go
but,
missing
like,
everywhere.
Right, yeah.
Like every country.
But
Just watch Hostel.
yeah.
But like, I think it's exceptionally bad in DR. Like 30 people a year may not seem like a lot, but it is a lot.
Yeah,
That's-
it's still
that's-
like you're probably not going to, but like
Yeah.
it's a little bit higher than most places, I
Yeah,
guess,
like-
or some
Like
places.
30 people in a year just getting killed for parts. It's kind of brutal.
Yeah,
It's like 2.5 people per month.
Yeah, so, yeah, don't go there.
or if you're somebody I don't like, which is probably most of the people who go there, then keep going there.
Just go
and
there.
get killed.
Go there. Give someone your kidney.
Yeah, I'm okay with. I mean, I'm personally okay with it. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I don't care that tourists are getting killed in the
Yeah.
Dominican Republic.
I mean, yeah, I don't really care. I'm just not gonna go there.
Oh yeah, totally.
I'm definitely not gonna go.
If you listen
but
to this podcast, don't go there because we need
if
you
you're
to
listening,
listen
if you're listening to this and like,
and not be dead.
yeah, like listeners don't go because you need to keep listening to this.
Yeah.
And keep my stats up. There's someone you don't like. Buy them a ticket to DR. Just be like, oh, you want a trip? I signed you up. Or be like, oh, I won this trip and I was gonna go, but I can't make it because I have some shit to do. But you can go.
Yeah.
Get killed. And then they come back and they're like, oh, I didn't get killed. I had a really great time. And you're just like, fuck. I was hoping you'd die.
That goes $6,000.
Oh,
I
fuck.
could have just killed him myself.
I could have just hired a hitman. But yeah, that's just some real shit.
Some advice.
Which I didn't write this down, but I was mingling with like, 40 to mid 40s to like 50-year-olds, because it's like it was the family and family friends and stuff.
Right.
We were all
right.
hanging out, like having a barbecue after the whitewater rafting, and like I'm not the most social person, usually pretty shy and awkward, but I was mingling hard. I was telling jokes and being like, haha, yeah, like talking about shit. Just with these old people, not really old, just older. I was like, I got this. I'm killing it right now. Like, you ever have one of those moments when you're just like in a social situation, you're like, I'm doing really good.
Yeah.
It's like I'm not on a bunch of drugs hiding in a room. I'm actually just out here just drinking beer, talking to people.
What sometimes happens when I'm in those situations, though, is that I totally will like look back on it like a few days later and be like, I think I was fucking weird. I was fucking weird as shit, and everybody was just like...
No, like when you leave a party, you either have to think, are they going to think I'm weird, or are they going to think I was a riot?
Right.
Because I've definitely gone places where people have thought I was fucking weird, but also places where they've been like, Zach's a funny guy. He was entertaining. His charisma was up tonight.
Yeah.
And I've gone both ways, but...
I'm just a paranoid anxiety machine, so...
Mm-hmm. It really depends on like the people in the situation. Because like if there's like nobody I know, it's just like, oh fuck. Honestly, I mingle and like have a better time with other people's families than my own. Like I don't go to family events in my own family because, like, I mean my brother and my parents are great, but farther than that, just I can't and I don't want to.
Fair.
Nah, I'd rather stay home. Other people's families though. It's great because it's like there's no consequences. I mean there are, but like I don't see it that way.
Right.
I call everyone's mom, just drink beers with all the dads.
You could have a one-night stand with somebody else's entire family, no consequences.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and can like just go to all their like annual barbecues and shit.
Just walk into their barbecue. I'm gonna fuck your dad.
Just go in like a random neighborhood and just find where the party is and just go up and be like, hey, I'm your neighbor. What's going on? Can I come through and have a hot dog? I definitely don't live like 50 miles away. I'm just trolling for barbecues. I'm the mailman.
And I feel like extended family parties are like just kind of like I have a pretty good relationship with my extended family. Like they're mostly cool and whatever. Like I only see them a few times a year, but it's like you just constantly are like repeating the same things over and over again. It's like. Yeah, this is my job. This is what I'm doing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it does get redundant.
Definitely not depressed and anxious.
See, like, sometimes I don't even know if I'm, like, having a good time or just trying to.
Right.
Or if I'm just challenging myself to, like, try to be social.
Mm-hmm.
Just forcing myself. But, I mean, I feel like this weekend I genuinely had a good time. I was like, you know what? Like, I'm doing a good job with these older folks. I'm in this. I'm crushing it. That was an example of crushing it. Like I'll keep y'all posted on all the family functions I go to of other people's families.
Yeah.
And just any party or thing in general. I'll just let you know how it fucking goes.
It'll probably end up in the pod.
On a scale of awkward, cried myself to sleep to I fucking nailed it. we'll let you know.
A party update will be a regular feature in our thing.
Party update.
Oh, I love cougars.
And you can find all the cougars you want on my app Cougar, which we definitely talked about on the previous pod. I don't know which one, but I talked about my cougar idea.
I'm waiting.
Oh, yeah.
I'm waiting. I need that to happen.
Yep.
What do you think?
Shane, 1, 2, or 3, or 4?
Pick a number?
Yeah, I'm not going to tell you which.
2.
Alright, Sync P.
Nice.
All right.
We're
going to talk about Sync P.
I forgot what triggered this, but...
I feel like when we were 14, we only peed in sinks.
There was a good percentage.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about.
A concerning percentage of time, maybe,
I
for some
specifically
folks.
wanted to just talk about how in high school we would have sleepovers or like all-nighters at Shane's house, and in the winter we would have them in the basement, and if you wanted to like go to an actual bathroom you had to go upstairs, and nobody wants to go upstairs. So we went into like the other basement room that had all it had was a sink in it, and we would just walk over and just piss into it. That's all we did.
Yeah.
And you ever pee into a sink? It's like peeing in the shower, but a little different.
Yeah, except like.
And if you don't pee in the shower, you're either weird or you're lying. But you're also not weird because you are lying because everyone does it. Or you just don't want to shower.
That's real.
You're either lying or you don't have a shower.
Or you like tried it once, but then you forgot that your shower's one of those ones that like pool up instead of draining properly.
Yeah, you don't want to do that.
Yeah, I actually the only reason that I don't pee in the shower is because I always had a shower that pooled up. Mm-hmm. Now I don't have that problem, but like I always grew up with that, so I just like you can't pee into a shower. Like I don't want my feet sitting in.
Here's a challenge: try to pee into the toilet from the shower.
Yeah.
Depending on your bathroom setup, it could be pretty easy or not. Rudy's would probably be fairly easy.
Yeah,
Mine would probably be fairly easy. Who knows? Maybe you have a big fancy bathroom and it'd be really hard.
I think I used to have a shower that was immediately next to the toilet. And I was like, today's the day. I want to make it happen.
Mm-hmm.
But then I was just like, you know what? I can just pee where I'm standing.
Yeah.
I'm going to swallow my pride and just do that.
Peeing in the shower is okay. Hot tubs, pools, the ocean, any body of water is okay. The only place you don't really want to pee is a bath. You're just sitting in it.
Or like in the glass of water you're currently drinking.
Yeah.
Don't pee in that. Or do, no judgment. But
honestly, just don't take baths because you're just sitting in your own filth. You're not getting clean. You're just getting dirty.
You're getting your own doo-doo.
You're just staying the same. You're sitting in all your like filth, mud, dead skin, pee, poo particles.
But definitely sell your bath water if you do take a bath.
Yeah. Just throw some bath bombs in there, and by bath bombs I just mean an actual grenade.
Nice and clean.
I mean, I guess like people like to take baths and relax in them and shit. I don't find baths relaxing. I feel gross. It takes so much time.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have time to just sit and soak in me. I think there have only been a few times that I've tried to take a bath since I was a child, and it's never really been that great.
I think the last time I took a bath was like in Canada.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. We were listening to Britney Spears.
Yeah.
And that was some good.
I just have that great picture of you just drinking. Were you drinking a beer?
I think I was drinking a beer in the bath.
Drinking a beer, sitting in the bath. Yeah, I think the last time I tried to, it was probably like a few years ago. I was just, why don't I do it for the hell of it? And it wasn't great. Just didn't feel that great. Yeah. I think one time I tried to like just sit in a bath and like watch a show. Like I set up my laptop on top of my toilet. I was just watching it and I was like, it's fucking dumb. Why do people do this?
It's like, I can do this in my room and not be wet.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, I'm not trying to light candles, throw a bath bomb, like, put on some smooth jazz, and I don't even know.
Jerk off.
Did somebody, like...
Don't jerk off in the shower or the tub. Once you're, like, older than 14, that's not okay anymore. Just clogs the drain.
Yeah.
Like...
Infrastructure problems.
You're getting conditioner and shampoo and soap in your pee hole or whatever you're using.
Mm-hmm.
I use olive oil.
I don't think I've used olive oil. I've definitely used coconut oil.
Yeah.
Coconut oil, yes.
I lied
Olive
about
oil,
the
no. No as in, like, don't do it, and I haven't done it.
Yeah,
Nah.
No.
But yeah, sinks you can, depending. Don't do it, like... Actually, do it in public. Go to a public bathroom, pee in the sink.
Yeah.
It'll be a great story. You can tell people how people walked in on you while you were peeing in a public sink. I don't think I've ever peed in a public sink.
No.
I don't even know if I peed in any sink besides Shane's old sink, but we just had to. You don't want to go upstairs. When we had sleepovers at Rudy's old place, we didn't want to go upstairs at first, so we just peed in the bottles.
Yeah, that ended
I
terribly.
I think we also talked about that.
sure did.
We did.
Yeah, the cats knocked over the pee and just pee smell, but it happens.
Guess we could go from that to waffle stomp.
Yeah, Matt wrote that down, but Matt left after the pre-pod. Y'all know what a waffle stomp is. It's when you shit in the shower and you stomp it down the drain. I've never had to do this. I wish Matt were here because he has had to do that.
Fuck.
I don't think I've ever shit in the shower, unless I've been too young to remember it, but... It's never been that much of an emergency.
That one hasn't been crossed off my list yet.
I mean, obviously, like, there are those times where you do have to poo, but you're in a bathroom, so it's kind of easy to get out, dry your ass, and then just take a shit.
Yeah.
That's always, like, the worst, though. It just feels so degrading and demeaning. Even though no one's there to see it, you just feel like, oh, this is the worst. I'm just sopping wet, probably have, like, soap on me. I'm just naked, shitting, the shower's on.
Yeah, it sucks to, like, have to shit anytime other than before a shower.
Mm-hmm.
Like...
Yeah.
Those
Honestly,
times
it
like
just,
when
it
you
just
like
sucks to have to do anything out of the shower when you're in the shower. Like any emergency moment where you have to get out and just run around, like just naked and wet. So just anything, which doesn't really happen to me, but I have had times where I've had those bathroom emergencies and you're just like, damn, this isn't a great feeling.
Yeah, the shower and you're like, oh damn it, I gotta feed my kid.
Oh, the pizza's here.
That is how we got a great genre of porn.
Mm-hmm. That happens to your life a lot if you just have to like hop out of the shower to do emergencies and stuff. Plan your life better.
Get your shit together.
Plan your day. Don't order a pizza and then take a shower.
Right.
Unless you got the tracker and you know exactly what time he's going to be there with the pizza. But yeah, I don't recommend waffle stopping. I've never done it, but I just feel like it would be a big mess.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like the best way to deal with that situation.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it just...
Probably be really romantic to waffle stomp as a couple.
Yeah, I mean, if you've run out of date ideas, things to do as a couple, like, I don't know.
Yeah.
There was a whole How I Met Your Mother episode where Lily and Marshall get stuck in a bathroom and, like, they have to pee in front of each other. And they're like, oh, well, we've never done that before. That's cute. I'm like, all right, cool. Congrats. And then they were like, well, we still haven't pooped in front of each other, so there's something new we could do if we run out of other things. All right, cool. I don't know. Any more hot takes on waffle stomps?
I think it should be illegal, and if you ever do it, I will personally arrest you and put you in my jail.
Unless you're doing it out of curiosity, you really have no excuse because you're already in the bathroom.
Right.
Like, what the fuck?
Get your shit together.
Yeah.
Unless it's just a room with just a shower in it.
Mm-hmm.
Either poop before you go to the shower, or like accept that your whole shower is wasted because you have to poop after you get out.
Side note, follow Toilets with Threatening Auras on Twitter.
Oh,
that's one of the best accounts. If you want to see some spooky bathrooms.
Have y'all ever used a public shower?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird.
In like when you go to the beach or you go, like the whitewater rafting place had showers in the facility, but I just changed. I didn't shower. I mean, I used to go to camp every summer, and the shower was like the best part because it was the only building that was like a building, and they had nice showers that were really hot. So I would just take like hour-long showers and just be like, yeah, this is nice. Feels like I'm not in the middle of the fucking woods right now. But make sure if you do use fucking public showers, wear flip-flops or something.
Word.
Never touch barefoot. That's how you die. Especially also dorms. Don't fucking use dorm showers unless you got flip-flops or some shit. I dormed for 2 years and those bathrooms, they're gross.
Oh yeah.
They're nasty. I would always find like the cleanest or best bathroom or like most secluded bathroom in the whole dorm. I don't care how long it took me to fucking walk to it because there were better ones. There's close ones and there's good ones, and you want to go to the good ones. So just if you're in a dorm, just like walk around. Maybe you'll find a secret bathroom.
When I used to live on the ship, I found my perfect shit spot. It was but you can only go there at 2 a.m. because it was like the one handicap bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to go like 2 o'clock in the morning when I knew that no one else was going to be there. But then when you walked in there, it was amazing. Because like I don't know if you ever lived on a ship, but the bathrooms in your cabin are like the size of like a small cardboard box. Yeah, it's real. It's not fun to shit in there, especially if you got a roommate. Nobody wants that.
Yeah.
No.
I don't really have an issue using public bathrooms, like even for like pooping. I'm fine with it, unless there are some I would never use, unless it's like really just too gross or smelly, or if it's like a one that's at like a campsite or in the woods or something. Those are usually really bad because nobody cleans those. They just stay dirty forever. Latrines and porta potties are gross. Don't use them. And bathrooms at the beach, usually don't use them. So some bathrooms, like the ones on the boardwalk, are fine, but the ones that are closer to the sand just get all wet and gross and sand and it's just disgusting.
For some reason at my old job, it was an overnight job, so it's like
somebody, like, in the shifts before, like, and it was, like, every night, so, like, I don't know, like, who it would have been, because it was always a rotating schedule, and, like, it's not like a customer's gonna show up to do this every day, but, like,
Yeah.
the toilets would be trashed every night,
Damn.
and, like, you know, somebody, like, just straight up, like, made it smell horrible in there, and, like, so, like, you could, like, be a few stalls over from this shit,
Mm-hmm.
and, like, you're still like,
Damn.
fuck, what the f is going on? And
Yeah.
that was a bummer to me, because I was jeweled in the bathroom, so, like,
Yeah.
it's like I gotta, like, try and jewel without, like, sniffing, or being able to smell.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the rough thing. I mentioned this before, but the bathrooms at my job, like, go to order all the time, and it sucks. But I still use them when they do work, because you gotta poop at work.
True.
You just gotta. It kills time.
Oh, yeah. That was my thing, too.
Yeah, but...
It's back to the left.
And if you're wondering why Shane lived on a ship, it's because he was a pirate for a little while
Mhm.
there.
Yeah, that's right.
I was thinking about being a pirate. Like, when I was on the raft, I was like, I would love to be a pirate. Is that still where can I get a job application? Where can I fill out something to become a pirate? Is it still lucrative? Can I steal, like, salt mining ships and just, rob people of their gold and treasures?
The best part about being a pirate was all the legal murders.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was legal to murder when you were a pirate.
International waters kill everyone.
Yeah, international waters, you can kill whoever you want. Especially everyone.
I think, like, piracy declined in the world, so I think you gotta, like, either wait until... You could be on the front lines of being a space pirate.
I got it. Oh, yeah, space pirate's cool.
Yeah.
Maybe we just need, like, a new era of pirating.
Space.
Oh, I could be like an air pirate. There's not a lot of air pilots. Or pirates.
Yeah.
Pilot pirate.
I want to be a sand pirate.
That'd be cool too. Actually, there are sand pirates in One Piece. There's this one like island they're on, and I think they have like a really big like lobster or like just some animal that either like the ship is on top of or pulls. But they're just like going. There's like, yeah, why's that boat moving in the sand? Oh yeah, and then they just come and they're like, we're sand pirates. There's also in the third Pirates of the Caribbean, when they go to like hell or whatever, there's all those little like rock. You ever seen it? There's all those little like rock crab things, and they all like get together and move the Black Pearl to the beach. Great movies. If you, I love pirates. Pirate shit's cool.
Mm-hmm.
The classic question: would you rather be a pirate or a ninja? Obviously a pirate.
Yeah.
Watch One Piece. Watch the first 3 Pirates of the Caribbeans. Fourth one was pretty bad. Didn't see whatever other ones came after that.
Yeah, is it like 6 or 7 now?
Also, Black Sails is a great show. If you want real life, like a people show, Black Sails. If you want some fucking anime, One Piece.
Ooh.
One Piece, so good. I think they're up to like episode 900 now.
Fuck.
It's still only like halfway done or some shit.
That's
I personally am at this moment like 570, I think. So I'm getting there.
Damn, that's a lot of things.
Yeah, it's a great fucking show though. Don't knock it. You don't think about pirates?
Pirates is the same.
I got really excited about Space Pirates, but like I'm
Space
really
Pirates
upset that like I think I'm gonna die before there's really space piracy. Like we just might have had the first space crime.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like
Yeah.
fuck.
That sucks. We're gonna miss out on Space Pirates.
Yeah.
But we'll just catch like the beginning of it, but it'll be the tail end of our lives. Damn.
Dark Matter is the TV show's kind of about space piracy, like some space weirdness.
Yeah.
So maybe I'll just have to watch that. But they canceled that show. Fuck. Everything's awful.
Damn rip. Well, there's always what's that one show? Fly something. There's like a space western. Firefly, yeah.
They canceled that too. I never saw that though.
I tried to watch it. I gave up after like a few episodes. It just wasn't my shit. I don't know. I can't really get into those kind of space shows. Like, I watched the first season of Battlestar Galactica, and I just couldn't go any further.
Speaking of Firefly, I played D&D for the first time last week, and like
I'm jealous. I've been wanting to play D&D for so long.
it was pretty cool. It was a lot of like
I even have the starter kit. I haven't had a chance to use it.
but yeah, I guess like the world that I jumped into, like was like, or the campaign or whatever you want to call it. I'm not a D&D person exactly. Mm-hmm. I think it's cool and I want to do more of it, but I don't know the terms, so. But yeah, it was like loosely based on Firefly.
I listened to like an entire D&D podcast. I know how to play now.
Nice.
Just from listening to it. Also, I'm a nerd, so I know all about fantasy shit.
But yeah, the thing was loosely based on Firefly.
That's cool.
There was like aliens and shit, and
I would definitely rather do like
space.
I would do that, but I would definitely prefer like a high fantasy, like Skyrim type shit.
Word.
Like, I'm way more of a like an old timey fantasy nerd than like a space fantasy nerd. Like I do like some space shit, but not a lot. Like Star Wars, obviously.
Right.
The 100's a great show.
Yeah,
which is kind of like, I mean, it's like still kind of space, but Earth 2 apocalypse shit. It's a good mix of like all that shit.
Did they come out with the new season yet of that? I
don't know. I have to look that shit up. I don't even know what they're at. Like, I know I'm up to date, but I don't know when they come out with new seasons.
Yeah, because like that season, that cliffhanger was wild. That I don't know what they're gonna do with that.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, like
fuck,
just can't do Firefly, Battlestar, which makes me think I don't know how I would feel about Dark Matter or Stargate, but maybe one day if I had more time.
Dark Matter, I would think that you'd like, but
Shane has no idea what we're talking about.
Yeah, I'm more of a Family Guy kind of guy.
Yeah, I mean, I could talk about shows. I could talk about so much shows. Maybe we'll have a whole podcast where we talk about shows, because I can just pull up my IMDb list with just all the shows I've seen. Because, oh boy, I love my shows. Ooh. I love my soaps, my sitcoms, my animes. Ooh.
We could do a podcast where like, I'll watch one of your favorite shows, like, and watch a couple episodes about them, and then you'll watch one of like my favorite shows that you haven't watched before, and like yeah, we'll talk about that shit.
I could do that.
Yeah,
I
think it'd be good.
I could swallow a season of something and then talk about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be a thing, because I could talk about shows and anime all day fucking long. All day long. Yeah. But, well, we'll save that for next time, because if we start now, this 1 hour podcast is going to turn into like a really much longer podcast. But
let us know if you want to hear us talk about shows.
Yeah, so we'll wrap this up in a bit. Pneumatic tubes. How y'all feel about pneumatic tubes?
They are the future.
I love pneumatic tubes.
The fish tube that went viral on Twitter reminded me how much I want to be in a tube.
Yeah, fish tube is cool, but like, I just have this like pneumatic tube. I wouldn't call it an obsession, but like, I love them, man. I just love when you put them in and then you just go to the bank, put your thing in, so fast. I wish I could have a job that deals with pneumatic tubes.
Word.
And because like when Matt worked at Home Depot, sometimes they let him use the pneumatic tube that sent some shit from the front of the store to the back. And like he would send me videos of it whenever he did it. And I'd be like, dude, yes, that's so sick.
Okay, first off, obviously Lowe's is inferior, because when I worked there, I never got to use a pneumatic tube. And two, fuck Matt, he never sent me videos of him using the pneumatic tube.
Oh, yeah. He just put a cheeseburger.
I mean, he just knows that I like them, so that's why.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I didn't expect Home Depot to have it. I don't know like what else uses pneumatic tubes besides banks. I don't even know if banks use them anymore.
Right.
Because people in banks are getting replaced by robots and stuff, and like ATMs and shit. So I don't know. I'm gonna do like some pneumatic tube researching. And for next time, I'll look up like where they're still used and why, and if I can get a job in that field, and if I can just play with pneumatic tubes all day, because I love pneumatic tubes.
We should make our own.
I love machines that crush things, I worked in an auto shop once, and my favorite thing to do would be put oil filters in the crushing machine and just crush them. And they would be like, Zach, only do one at a time. And I wouldn't. I would stack like 3 or 4 and just crush them all. I would just fill the thing with cans and just be crushing them.
Nice.
I was so good at crushing shit. It was like a big like 2-ton or like 10-ton air press. The shit's so much fun. If you ever get a chance to crush shit or use tubes, do it. Last thing, cats.
Cats are great.
Cats are great. Specifically, I have a new kitty. I don't know if we're keeping it yet because we still have more. We have a lot of strays in our yard that we have to rescue, but we got one of them. Had it for a couple weeks, like 2 weeks, but we just brought it to the vet. Started to get all its medicine and shots and stuff. But he's a cutie. We named him Simba. He's a little tabby. He's got another tabby sibling and 3 orange siblings. Because the mom's a calico and the dad's gray. And they all live in our fucking yard and they're cute as shit. And we feed them. But yeah, this cat's dope. Can't let it interact with my other cat right now, but because like it doesn't have all the shots and shit, but it's dope. Fucking love cats. Love dogs too. Huskies with the bomb. Cats?
Yeah, I mean, cats are great. I'm going to be watching my sister's dog and 2 cats this week. And if I'm not on next week's pod, it's because the one cat that my sister has is probably a demon.
And will possess Rudy and kill him.
Yeah, so, like, this cat, like, kind of, like, just seems like he teleports around you. He doesn't show up well in pictures. Like, y'all saw the picture of the cat. Yeah, that wasn't, like, I kept trying to take a good picture of it, and, like...
You're just crushing it. Like, die.
He was just, like, holding onto my shoe.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, you know, so he wasn't moving too much. He was just trying to bite the shoe, but he wouldn't come up in the picture very well. And,
Definitely same.
Yeah,
Yeah, if you fucking like cats and shit... You know, follow me on Twitter and like Instagram if you want to see cool cat pics.
Word.
Because I post about my cat Pickles and now Simba and all the yard cats. I was in the Tractor Supply store and saw like the ducks and shit. Those ducks are cute as shit. I want to buy them all. But yeah,
I was hanging out with ducks last week. There was like the place I was staying at like near Baltimore.
Mm-hmm.
Bunch of ducks, 2 chickens. 2 dogs. One of them fucking attacked a deer.
Damn.
Yeah, it was fucked up. Poor deer.
Poor deer.
I think the deer was okay though. It was like an older fawn. I guess it's older fawn season, but yeah.
Deer are just big cats. But yeah.
Oh, I got to herd the ducks into the barn. I don't know. I was like feeling my best self when I was like herding the ducks like back into their little duck coop thing. It was
being a farmer.
Realized that my calling is to herd ducks.
That's a good calling.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess we'll start to wrap it up here. Y'all got anything to say?
I found a cat in my backyard tonight that climbed up like
One of your cats or a different one?
just some cat. And I was like, oh, yeah, what's up, cat? And then the cat just climbed up like this 40-foot tree. So I don't know if the cat's still there or...
Cats do get stuck in trees. That's not just a stereotype.
Oh,
Yeah.
It happens.
I did rescue one from a tree when I was in Tennessee. I lured him down with some baked beans.
Baked beans.
My old cat Henry got stuck in a tree once, but like he never climbed a tree again after that because I think he
bad
learned.
experience.
He learned that he was like fucking scared of being in that tree.
He was
So
like, yo, trees are fucked up.
But yeah, I think we got some good shit.
yeah,
Got some good shit this time.
unlike last week, that was an utter shit podcast.
Yeah, because it didn't happen.
Yeah.
We didn't even make a pod. We were gonna... I mean, we didn't have the mic because it was held hostage here and Rudy wasn't here. But we could have maybe made one, but instead me, Shane, and Matt decided to make some bad music instead.
Heck
It
yeah.
was terrible.
You can find that if you try hard enough. I'm not gonna post it, but it's out there. It's on sites that have music, but the links to the other things are down below. All of our social media and assorted projects. The link to download this shit. Send us some fucking advice, topics, stories on Twitter.
Send nudes.
Send nudes.
Send nudes. Send dudes.
Send dudes and nudes.
Uh,
I should put my my
Foods.
PayPal and Venmo in there because I don't have a Patreon yet. But it's not like we have a crazy following. So
Right.
if you want to send me money, you don't have to send it for free. We can negotiate. I'll send you some stickers or art or something. If you just want to have something I own, I don't know. I'll give you a shout out. I'll make you a personal video on the channel or just some shit. I don't give a fuck. Just.
we can roast you for like $5.
Yeah, we could roast you.
Yeah.
You could be a topic. You could be a fucking
We
topic.
could talk shit about you.
Just-
I don't want to say nice things about people I don't know,
Yeah.
but I'll figure out.
Just
ways
hit
to
me
make
up
fun
on
of you.
Twitter or something. Send me money and tell me what you want within reason.
Yeah,
Because I will not do many things.
Give me all your forks.
yeah.
But that'll be how we do things until I have enough time to make a Patreon.
Yeah, when it seems worth it.
Yeah, one day.
Yeah.
One day. But yeah, on that note, fucking
If you're a Jersey driver, fuck you.
yeah, fucking. All right,
Have a good week.
episode 9. Here we go. Let's get started. The first topic is
Fuck.
oh, shit.
Fuck.
Oh, we just
We're going through a tunnel, can't hear you.
sorry, I just stepped on a clock. See you next week.